Hey, welcome back to the Uncle Yoshi channel with another Japanese lesson time with Saiki Sensei and also Kanami on the side too, doing these skit together. I've been away in Japan for a while. I've been trying to get settled down, and finally I got some time to do a video for these lessons. This one is coming from Baltimore, Silver Spring, Baltimore, Maryland, and the venue is called the Fillmore. This was October 25th in 2022. You see some of the fans lining up here. I guess this was very early. And then they have a max capacity of 1,100 people. So that's a decent sized venue, right? Some of the shows in New York City, I think they're like 500. It's like really small. So before we get to the actual lesson, we always do the welcome of the new subscribers, right? And so while I was away, we had some 4 people subscribe, and one of them is Jump Back. And then we have Wandering Souls webzine, and then we have Jin Santa Cruz and Motley 22 Crew. Now, Wandering Souls webzine, he has over 1,000 subscribers. I think he does video reactions, you know, of various artists and bands. And just want to say something about Motley Crew. I actually saw them in 1985 at Madison Square Garden, and Loudness was the one opening up. And at the time, that was the first Japanese metal band really coming to the United States. And now, many years later, we have, in 2023, we have a Japanese heavy metal band, but all girls, and they're great girls. We all love them, right? They're here and they're touring, and they're still touring again in 2023. And we're waiting for the dates for, I think, August, right? They're supposed to come back to America and do a tour in August. And we heard the last one that we heard that was announced was Lollapalooza in Chicago, right? So keep that in mind. So here are some of the images from the Baltimore show. These are pictures from Miku's Instagram account. And right here we have her hopping while they're playing probably an instrumental song, because I don't see Saiki here. We have Miku on the side and Kanami on the side, and Akane in the back, and we have two guys just kind of standing up here. I don't know what's going on with that, right? So we have that, and we have another picture here. You get to see a little bit of, you know, the other side here. We have the obviously the general admission area here in the front, and then we have the balcony area in the top on the right hand side, and I think there's a back and left hand side as well. Okay. Now, one thing I should have included is like a commentary on the set list for each of the shows that they had last year. I didn't really cover them for all the previous videos, but maybe I'll do so for the rest of them, right? And one thing I liked about this set list is some of those songs that you don't really get to hear, but they play it on this one. They played it on this one. And the one I really wanted to see was Don't You Tell Me, Real Existence, Sayo Naki Dori. That's a great song. And I think those are the 3 that I would really like to see on my at my show, but they didn't play those songs. And they played Manners, which some people like. I think, what was his name? Wave Potter. Wave really likes Manners. That's like his favorite song. But to me, it came across like a bluesy song, right? It's a slow tempo bluesy song. But yeah, they played that here at the Baltimore show. So you guys got kind of lucky getting to hear these songs, right? So now we're going to get to, you know, the new word for this venue, right? You know, they always start off with today's new word is, and they'll tell you the word, right? And usually Saiki will pause for a little while and then reveal the actual word, right? So today's new word is sotomoyu, right? And in Japanese, it's written like this, sotomoyu. And what does sotomoyu mean? So before we get to the definition, I'll segue over to the actual footage, which is provided by Vladimir, right? Vladimir has his own channel. He's always doing a great job recording all of the Band-Maid shows. What I really wanted to do was actually talk over the Japanese lesson video, like actually play it and talk along with it so I could kind of interject. But I tried doing that and I was getting feedback. So I'm like, I guess we'll have to figure out how to do that later. And then I'll be able to explain a little bit better, I think. So whatever the case, we're going to go and do it the way we did it before. I'm just going to go show you the actual Japanese lesson time with Saiki Sensei, okay?
Yeah! Come on, Kanami. Saiki's Japanese lesson time! Today's new one. So Tomoyu. Do you know So Tomoyu? It means it is also called Sotomoyu. For example, Akane is drummer. Oh, Akane is gorilla. Oh, together, Sotomoyu. Three, two, one. Sotomoyu. Thank you, Saiki Sensei.
All right, so Kanami gave us an example of using Akane as one way to say she's a drummer, but she's also a gorilla according to Saiki. So that's how you use Sotomoyu. All right, so in English, it would be, it's also called. That's what she used as a definition. But you can also say maybe so to speak, according to Google Translate. And then we have maybe in other words, you'll explain something in other words, it means this, right? And then the other one is as known as, right? This person is this, as known as, this, right? Or we can say, this is Akane, the drummer from Band-Maid, also known as the gorilla, right? So I went and looked for some images that would really showcase this example. And we have Akane on the right here, right? Already kind of in gorilla mode with all the bananas over her head, right? So I'm like, I need something that would complement this image, right? So Akane is drummer, but she's also gorilla, Sotomoyu, right? I found this one here on the internet here. So this is the example of Sotomoyu. And I was hoping for a little bit more fun stuff, but on this show, for whatever reason, Kanami didn't have any kind of goofball moments, and they didn't really have any other additional words that they were using. So normally I would say some bonus words or this or that. Nothing for Maryland this time around. So I didn't come up with any. So I'm just going to kind of keep it that way. And what I'll do is maybe I'll put up some of my videos, images from my trip to Japan so you guys can see that. And a lot of times I'm like getting ready to buy these Band-Maid CDs and I get disappointed afterwards because, they don't have things in stock, right? So maybe I'll show you a little bit of that as a bonus material. And maybe one Instagram reel that Kanami put up that was kind of funny. So, you know, I'll put that up at the end, okay?
Pachinko, you got Popeyes. The Tower Records is in there.
I think Tower Records is in there.
I just saw somebody with the Tower Records.
Yeah, we're gonna go get some Band-Maid CDs here. We're at Tower Records. Yeah, here now. We're gonna go look for some Band-Maid CDs. Cool. Alright, this is a picture of Tower Records that I took at Yokohama. And unfortunately, I asked the girl behind the counter, do you have any Band-Maid CDs? And she only had like the regular edition one, and there were maybe like 1 or 2 left. That was it. So there's very little inventory in a lot of these stores, unfortunately. So I'm going to show you Tower Records in Shibuya, Tokyo. Alright, so I was able to pick up The New Beginning from Band-Maid. This is an older album at this Shibuya store, and I wanted this one in particular because it's Type A and it had the DVD in it, right? And they only had like 1 or 2 left, so I was one of the few that was able to get this here. And the previous video that I showed you, I cut out the audio because there was some music on it, and sometimes that music could get flagged as a copyright thing, so unfortunately I had to cut out the audio for that, right? So on the way out, well, I don't know if it was on the way out or on the way there, I found a McDonald's in Shibuya, and they had this, check this out, see this over here? This is called Samurai Mac Burger, right? So it's roasted soy sauce, double thick beef, and I'm like, ooh, I would like to try that because we don't have Samurai Mac in America, right? So that was kind of cool. They even have this like bacon one here, roasted soy sauce, bacon, tomatoes, thick beef, and there was just a huge line. I couldn't get it, you know. So, but maybe next time, hopefully, you're right. Alright, I saved the best for last. This is Kanami's Insta Reel. There's a little bonus material for you guys if you didn't see it. I'm sure most of you seen it, but this is, I think, Kanami and Akane going back and forth about, you know, labeling the water with a name, but instead they started drawing each other's faces. So guess who this is? I don't know, right? So yeah, okay, here we go.
あちゃんは私の顔がこういう顔だって見えてるんだろ違う名前書いてって言ったら顔書いてきたなんかちょっと自分に見えてきた怖いひどいひどいちなみに私が書いたサイちゃんの顔キラリンピカピカ
So that was the fun silliness that they have here. This is Saiki's bottle cap that I think Kanami drew, and you know, they're going back and forth. And if you guys want to know exactly what they were saying, I'll try and like do another, you know, bonus. The next one I'm going to be doing is, I think, Philadelphia, right? So I'll be doing that hopefully in the next week or so. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. Leave all your comments, questions down below. And if you're brand new, please hit the subscribe button and hit that like button. I'd always appreciate all that. So I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.